So I kind of redid Sam's office while he was away. Alright guys, hello, and welcome back to the channel, and actually, welcome to Sam's office. I've been working on a little project these past few months. So actually, Sam traveled over to New Brunswick this summer to spend some time with his parents, and I followed shortly after. But I probably had about a month of time before flying out there where I decided to redecorate the whole apartment. And in today's video, I'm just going to be showing you Sam's office. So if you enjoy this video, let me know in the comments and maybe I'll show you what I did to the bedroom and the kitchen. But basically, Sam really needed an office. He really needed a workspace because he had been working out of a kitchen table. And it wasn't a comfortable workspace because he was basically just sitting on this wooden chair at an awkward height. So yeah, he needed a desk, he needed a chair, he needed some space that wasn't cluttered. So I took it upon myself to create this lovely haven. What do you guys think? I'm gonna give you a tour, tell you what I did, talk about some of the products, some of the artwork and the stories behind them. So I hope you enjoy this random video. It's not travel, but you know, we haven't been traveling a whole lot this year. We've actually been spending a lot of time at home. So I figured we may as well have a comfortable space since we are turning into indoor creatures. I hope you enjoy the video. All right, so this right here is what we are trying to build. The Alex. As I mentioned, before all of this, Sam was working out of our kitchen table. After shopping around online, I settled on this customizable desk from Ikea. The drawer units are called Alex, and I got them in this deep midnight blue, but they also have them in white, beige, and black brown. I like the idea of drawers to store all the hard drives, USBs, cables, bits and bobs, paperwork, and random things that go into making videos. Things feel far more organized now that all these random items aren't strewn across the whole kitchen. So for the tabletop, I chose Girton, which is beech. I was originally looking at the Hilver, which is bamboo, but when I saw them in person at the store, the Girton was thicker and it looked a lot more sturdier and longer and wider, so I figured, why not have a bigger desk and a bigger workspace in general? My dad helped me put an oil finish to seal the wood, so this will prevent rings from forming on the wood when you set down a drink like coffee, water, a glass of wine, as Sam does. We did 3 coats, but we went for a very light and natural color. So the chair was also from Ikea, and let me just tell you, shopping for a chair is very hard. Sam is happy with it, but he was working on a hard wooden chair before that. It's not an ergonomic chair, but it is an improvement. This one is called the Milberget, and it's a swivel chair that also comes in white. The reviews were pretty good, but if you've ever sat in an ergonomic chair, then you're ruined for anything else. So Sam and I don't normally do gifts for birthdays, holidays, or anything like that. But while I was shopping online for myself, I came across something that just had his name written all over it. I got him a man candle. Yes, a man candle. So this right here is called the Black Absinthe. And if you know Sam, you know that he is obsessed with licorice, and not just any type of licorice. It has to be like that nasty, salty, dark licorice that you can get in places like Finland and other Nordic countries and Baltic countries. So yeah, I got this one, which has anise, fennel, and orange. It smells okay. I know he loves the smell. It's really not my scent. But this is a gift for him. So yeah, if you're looking for a man candle for your man, these are from Natura Soy, and they have some really cool scents. Let me just read you the names because I thought some of these sounded super interesting. So they have cedarwood and tobacco, spiced rum, vanilla bourbon, wood smoke and gin, cigar leaf and brandy. So yeah, they're pretty cool. So I wanted to create a gallery wall to kind of show off some of the pieces that we've acquired over the course of our travels. I purposely went with some blues and blacks to kind of tie things together with the desk. So let's look at the artwork I chose. I just dropped the camera on the floor. Focus. Please tell me you can still focus. Oh man. Oh man. Shoot. Are you really dead, camera? I think it survived. I think it survived that fall. There we go. Okay, today is the day we finally finish off this project that I started months ago. It was summertime. It was months ago. We are going to do the gallery wall on top of Sam's desk. That is his little office. Voila, he has been using it. So I didn't film the surprise. I didn't film the unveil when he saw his office for the first time, but it wasn't even finished. So we're gonna make it look all pretty and then show it to him again. So yeah, I've gathered all the artwork I want to use. It's a mixture of sketches, prints, photos. So yeah, we're gonna do that right now. All that he has above his desk is a painting that one of my sisters did at one of those wine and paint evenings, like where you go with friends, sip some wine, and you all paint. Anyway, also as a little tip for anyone who's redecorating in their home, Michael's has online coupons, like discounts, so you can just print the coupon at home or have it on your smartphone. And yeah, like sometimes they have 40% off. Today it was 30% off. Unfortunately, this one was already discounted, so I couldn't get an extra discount. I always make sure to show up at that store with a coupon. The way to do it. Fit. This is so hard when it's just one person. Aww. Okay, it is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Not everything lines up, but you know what? I dare say it looks pretty good. And I don't think Sam's really gonna notice if a picture frame is like half a centimeter off. So there you have it. So this piece right here, we picked up on Vancouver Island in 2019 when we did a 2-week road trip, just visiting Sam's home island. This is a killer whale design done by Richard Shorty, who is a self-taught artist originally from Yukon, who later moved down to Vancouver. So this piece reminds me of all the totem poles and potlatch art that we saw at the Umista Cultural Center in Alert Bay. So I thought it would make a really nice souvenir. So we actually purchased it at the airport in Victoria. So yeah, that's the story behind that piece. Then this other one right here is a maritime landscape, and it was a wedding gift from Sam's aunt and uncle. It's titled Three Houses, and it's a scene from Bayshore, New Brunswick. And Sam's parents now live in New Brunswick, so we go there every year, sometimes once a year, sometimes twice a year. So it's kind of like Sam's second home. So I thought it'd be nice to have a little piece of New Brunswick there, a little piece of the seaside. Oh, and the painting is by Lynn Wigginton. So I also developed one of our wedding photos to put up on the wall. I got it done in black and white. That is from when we got married in a greenhouse. It was a very small ceremony, super relaxed. I wasn't nervous. I was surprised that I wasn't nervous that day. So yeah, I've put that up right there. I think it's a really cute picture, and yeah, just happy memories for Sam to look back on, to think, what a lucky man am I? There's your wife. So this whale print right here, I bought through the Prints for Wildlife fundraiser. That's when a whole bunch of photographers came together this year, and they donated prints to raise funds for African Parks, which is a nonprofit conservation organization. And I was scrolling through all the photos available when I came across this one, and it just spoke to me. It's so beautiful. I believe it was actually taken in Tonga. But it just made me think of the whales in British Columbia. Even though I didn't get to see whales in person, we weren't quite lucky enough, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. And I think it's just such a beautiful moment that was captured. Like, it looks like the whale is dancing, and then you have the deepness of that water in the midnight blue, and it just looks like the perfect moment frozen in time with like the fin over its body. So yeah, that's kind of the story behind that photo. And the artist is named Steve Woods, if you want to look him up on Instagram. Okay, and then right behind me here, we have two cat prints. These we got in South Africa in 2015 when we went on safari after finishing teachers college. That was a pretty cool trip because we basically woke up on Christmas morning and we found these incredible flights. It was an airfare, actually. It was like $300 to fly from New York City to Johannesburg. So we booked it on the spot, and the airline honored the mistake fare. So yeah, once we graduated, we ended up flying down to South Africa, and we did this really cool safari in Kruger National Park. And our guide, his name was Lloyd. He was a sketch artist, and he had this whole portfolio with prints of his different sketches. So we ended up getting 4, and we've put up 2 of those. Sam said he wanted the cats because he's a cat person. So yeah, that's the story behind those 2 sketches. So I also put up one of our YouTube awards. We actually have 2 now, one for our English channel and one for our Spanish channel. I couldn't find the second one. It's probably stored away in a box somewhere. But that is the one for our Spanish channel. So if you actually look at it closely, we decided to put our family's names on it because the Spanish channel has really been a team effort with both my parents really helping us make the Spanish videos. So yeah, their names are on it, and the dog's name is also on it because he's kind of the star of the show in some videos. And I forgot to tell you guys about one more piece here on the gallery wall. It's this one. This is Sam's name written in Korean. And we got it on one of our many trips to Korea. Apparently this was in 2015. We've been there a few times since we taught there, and it's always a really fun time. So yeah. Okay, now let's talk about plants. I wanted to bring a little bit of nature into this apartment. So my mom got me my first plant. This is a snake plant. I now have 3 of these kind of scattered around the apartment, and apparently they're really good air purifiers. So that's one of the reasons I wanted this lovely little plant. So we have a bit of green. I just have to remember to water it, but it's still alive thus far. It's been good, and it's been a few weeks now. And then I chose a rug that was already in the home. I thought it kind of matched the color of the desk a bit because it's got these deep blues and like dark teals. So I thought it tied it all together. It's not super modern, but I think it kind of fits. It kind of works with the space. So yeah, I think I've now shown you the whole office. So we're gonna get Sam's reaction. Let me warn you, he's already seen his office because it's just taken me forever to put together. So let's recreate his reaction of when he first got back from New Brunswick and saw this place for the first time. Samuel.
Hey guys.
Hello. You've grown a beard.
I've grown a beard, and I've also grown a work desk too.
You have.
Thanks, Audrey. That was such a cool idea. I mean, we do spend a lot of time now at home in Canada in between trips. We're not nomadic anymore. We used to spend more time on the road than we did in any one place. And even before the pandemic, we were starting to slow down our travels a little bit. And it's just so nice to have a work desk, a proper work desk. I almost feel like I'm doing a real job, you know? A little bit of work in here and there.
Now it's more official that you're not working out of the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, we were just literally, if you look over there.
It's messy. I'm not showing that.
You're not showing that. Well, anyways, yeah, we were basically just had this computer, which I've had for less than a year. Put it on the on the kitchen table. And the thing that I found the most frustrating about being at the kitchen table was, number one, it wasn't the right height. So it was just like kind of like cramping my shoulders, having to raise my hands like that. And the second thing too is that the kitchen chairs are not meant for sitting on for hours on end. Whereas having like something like this is just perfect. I get like the, what do you call it, the lumbar support, the neck support, just so nice. And I've actually found that since I have a like more of an official space to work at, that I've been more productive. I spend less time surfing the internet, as they say, or wasting time on social media and YouTube too.
So that's it for the grand reveal of a grand tour of Sam's home office. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe we'll have a few more episodes for you on the bedroom makeover, the kitchen makeover. There's no chicken in there. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like. We invite you to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon with more adventures at home and on the road. Bye!